kakamio, minero kakamio. Kakamio mokwa mwasi anansio. Odom sesre kusi anansi munonfwe. Anansi munonfwe. Anansi munonfwe anansio. Okuya anansi munonfwe anansio.
Yes, I did. I want to ask.
Yes, I be Bruni so by.
Yes, I be Bruni so by.
Otumfour no na answer here.
You Bruni Otumfour no na answer here.
Well, yes, sir. Be a son opese yenso wo bedi eso on sir.
So said a song or bad obedi as well.
Nanso nyesa na ode kan no. Nanso asantema 2 minutes kedwa 2 minutes atwe nipa na saba.
Say asantema 2 minutes kedwa 2 minutes atwe nipa ni nyina saba.
Se Bruni wo 2 minutes obetumi aye na sikedwa 2 minutes enso nsire no anko otimi yo ma ne.
Yo mahama ye to abawie. Onso ni akufa. Me frɛ ye prensa. Ni ehye dem din. Ni ka tam ko. To abawie me frɛ ye me yansa e brother de be chi ukuada me to aba me ne wo tra dem anadwo no mo twitu ekɔbɔ no mienu anopa de chi ane e to aba.
Mama mu nyina mu akwaba na memfa mu bra Unity Online TV so bo hu modern pa di hia ekese pa ni se obe subscribe e di amai e ya badoma no so na ye the video tuma notification no wenya ntem no wenya bi nso ahwe ama na koso kama e di amaw me ba cho me kanfo ya okodom construction e di amaw se opa asase ato opa aboato anwea na apebi ato anase uhia mason for ne carpenter for and carpenter can say plumbers no mo ka ho no mo abaye wadwuma e di amawa me ba cho di hia ne se obekọ eye ya okodom construction wona na kwatwen komo top connect phone so say o amano ne oman bia wo so bia opeso send sika na wode ba fia akwanya aba e di amount kona kwatwe app no app store play store na send sika fafa so a top connect I send money everywhere and a top connect am kan for di amount Alex Tito Meta and stainless wax fana de ho adwuma si udan awie burglar proof ni China doors remote control gate ni de ka ho no me pa cho o se friend no me adwuma no fama 0541 901 obesisi fie no na wani nso atimi agene kama ano eye master Alex na mekanfo na mede amaw yade abu pa yade abu na yade abu no enye baabia na abekwa abenya yalhwe anase benya yalje enti mekanfo ODK Herbal Clinic na mede amaw se oyade na aye krankro na atranso ache waya unya ayarsa no fonichim ewo makachi asthma diabetes stroke pressure any de ka nyina no frɛ na no twetwe nkomo 0559320039 0544929758 ohwe mo abuhumu Kumasi Bremai West opposite Shell filling station Accra obomu ewo aye Makati aye hell ahonom na abehumu na ono matwetwe nkomo ODK Herbal Clinic ayarasafie ene honum na chese from na anomu antwetwe enkomo e honum yenhya ase yemfa nsem no ngo mfama mo a enche kra ena basabasa he sorry ewo obuase na obuase basabasa he ne sorry no chese na akoye nsem bebre emrantewa omoko dade na omako akope bibia die nemume illegal way so just for dani tugu omuso a emu be se nkono eto ananam ewonse do na Anglo Good Ashanti mpenifo edomani chiremu ewo obuase anaso domani chiremu fikisiem menhia ene na ase tutu krora omno ba twen komo na nkomo twetwen mu no ena yewrade to eye Ghana fo nyina anim se DC ye no so kase na ni je ho a na obua basabasaye a esiye na nadehye mako enkono atora nanom wansia do ne bi nso aprepra no okase na ni je ho a na obua na okondem DC ye akondem se encherese saban foforo ba na obefa so de dinsem hu dabi aban foforo no eba enye wadwen se waban na abanti o de mere be hye wonsem na akọ baabi akwa akodi dwuma bi a ensem fata yesa na ase wo fo abonne so enti yewura condemn ni nyina na condemn wie no Ghana fo bi ebo na ba so se ampa aban foforo ba wo ni tumi se oyesa wo musa aban na bia oba erebetu anim se wo to aban ma na obemo akoda de hono mu a o ma wo nkoye no enche se ko na kwakodi nsem hunu mayenkum adehye ni bi na oka sansem nyina wie Kelvin Taylor abrantie no abeso Otumfour a chese no Otumfour nya adwen one ne nya adwen ba ko one nya adwen mienu efesensem a na ase tutu nya mekase Otumfour ekan no okase one ne ya adwena na oboa na ensem a woka nyina ne se adebu hanom a fact yenka na Ghana fo ntiase oboase Anglo Good Ashanti ne Ghana fo bia dia enye company bia dia se honkwa ewo company na daade honso enti nanansem a okan no Kelvin Taylor abe condemn se Otumfour ya adwena enye yi na ensem a wokan be a right e bin so ono ma wrong now because say aban foforo ba change of government no nkire say omonfa emransho omsem konkoyesa ore nkuti Otumfour esmo de tudwa ane Kelvin
concessions to the leaders, the gang leaders, those supposedly who lead them and say, okay, you operate there, bring all these people there, and then look at what gold they produce and arrange to buy also from them and all that. Mainly, it might find a way to resolve these things. But doing illegal mining must not and it shouldn't be encouraged by anybody, not even the government, no matter what. And the change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to say, because there's a change of government, we are going to misbehave or take the law into our own hands. That also should not be accepted. We are living in a society where the law operates, and therefore I don't think this government would also encourage that to happen. And from what they've done so far within them, I know that they are not going to encourage that to happen, no matter what. So we all will try to find solutions to this. Yes, unemployment. Yes, illegal mining is not acceptable. If those young ones who are there want job, we have to all plan together and think together and see how best we can incorporate them into whatever that we can. But and then Asanko also had the same thing last year, where a lease signed legally by the government to them like Anglo, and then people, illegal miners also going there with impunity to mine. And I can see why the Minerals Commission or whatever cannot take these things up. And so we all have to make sure that things are done appropriately and properly. The new government has not settled. Therefore, like I said, the direction as to how we're going to look at it is also something that we all will take it up and discuss closely and dearly with. But the security will still protect you, and I'm sure that within the next month. I know there were lingerings there, but community-wise, we still have to be talking to the Sarkin Zongo in Nkwasiasem, for example, because I'm told some of the people were Muslims, 7 of them also were Muslims, and therefore, psychologically, I'm sure they also may be planning whatever it is. I don't know yet, but if we engage them in the community development and everything, engagement and all that, we should find an amicable solution to that. And at the same time, your community relations also must be backed up so that you can be able to meet them. Unfortunately, I don't know about job creation over there now in Nkwasiasem. How is it impacting on the community in relation to work? You cannot create employment for everybody, but your community relations must be heightened in such a way that they will have a clear understanding of what you're doing. It's not just that Obuasi is there and there's money there and therefore we can develop the whole of Obuasi within one day. People should appreciate these things, and also because investments, the obligations to be met. And so the expectation from the community in relation to Obuasi is a big mind, the money should come to us. Well, that relation, we have to be able to bring education and everything for people to appreciate. What you have to do, you do. Community relation, you do school. That is what you do for the community. royalties also, as it comes also, we should know how it's put in the district assemblies, the metropolitan assemblies also, whatever monies go to them, what do they use it for the community? All these things must be done for people to know that their royalties, whatever going to the district assemblies, is what they use for. Either for roads, for community, schools and everything. So that people would appreciate that we are also benefiting indirectly from the operations of the community. I think one thing that you have to also look at going forward when the production goes again, it's the form of what Newmont did, where you set aside an ounce of something in terms of money and then form a development foundation together, Anglo and the community. So you get them involved and then they can decide if you want a hospital, if you want a school, if you want this. And that also will bring in the community involvement to understand and appreciate what you are doing. Newmont has done that and it's very successful. And it's there. So if we can be looking at all that in the way forward, it will be fine. So they have a blueprint. They set out an ounce of gold or something for something that in value of money. And they've set up a foundation with the community people involved, all the communities, the people are involved, and then they decide what that money will be used for when they invest. So they use it, they've used it for various, set up a technical school there, doing Totroso, Afrisipa and all those things. So they're all, it's more like we are all part of the Newmont operation. So if you look at it also that way, maybe the way forward. I know the operation has gone down a bit, but the time it will pick up because Obuasi is your flagship anyway. It's holding Anglo Gold seriously. It forms about 30-40% of your operations now. So it's a major asset to you. So let's look at it objectively on those lines also. And let us make sure that we involve the community in some form of foundation where we plan development programs together. Let them nominate some people from the community who will be part of that. Have for mind, they had Sarah Mensah and other people who were there. Indigenous people were well-educated people to meet with the community, and then they decided together with Newmont also appointing one or two people involved, and the way forward they've planned so much, aside the royalties, aside whatever they have to go to them. And it's been doing well. So all those things could be done to bring the people, get them to have a feel of what the operations of the bus is and the benefits they are getting from it. And I believe that if we can be looking at that, it should work out properly for us all. But meanwhile, we would follow developments with keen interest. I will be in touch and see how best you can be protected to be able to do your work uninterrupted, no interference and everything. And if people want to mine illegally, not in your mine. If they want to do mine, they should, I think we have to group them and then also go to apply for concessions and do their mine, but not what has been allocated legally. And a company that's also invested, got investments and obligations to do with internationally also, because if you are not very careful, internationally these news go out that if you invest in Ghana, you are being disrupted by illegal mining and everything. We cannot attract any investments at all. These are all issues that we all have to bear in mind. So we make sure that much as we want investments, we also have an obligation to protect the investments, for people to appreciate that if you go to Ghana, you can do business there and then your investments are protected. So I think that we would also take it up from here and support you. So you can count on my support every time. And I know that it shall come to pass. Dead, those who died, whatever, I'm sure no one wants any human being to die. We don't want to lose any human being. And the circumstances like this, it comes and then there's nothing one can do about it. So they also have our condolences and everything. Anything that we can do to support them, so we could do. But Again, legally, you have the right to reprint, and we can't support any illegality. So, thank you for bringing this to my attention. And I can assure you that I'll be following that with keen interest to see how we can do it. So, thank you.
2482 akasa afa asama esi obo ase ho no. Nipa enso a omo ye na de hia omo te obo asante asase so ya bo mu tuo sojafo. Otumfour said to Ekasa Afa Asem say, change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to misbehave. Asante Hine condemns Obuasi incident. Otumfour said to Kasa or say, Abansi Saba Chrese e was a manipa bi hu akwenya emamudi dinsem hunu wo Ghana. Na Otumfour said to Ekasa Afa nipa enso a Sojafoɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo bɔ Ghana ho ban a obiambo ɔmo tuo abɔ Ghana for enso tuo wɔn asase so ɔse sɛ aban sisa ba a mɛma nipa bi mfa tumi nhyɛ ɔmo nsɛm ɛndi nsɛm hunu. And I'll say this, I'm very disappointed in the statement from Otumfour. I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed because one, Obian Walker said this action by the military or the men who went there, it was because of change in government. There's been no official statement from anywhere. Say Abansi Sayenti and Amrantiano Eko say Omoko Anglo Ashanti site. So far, until Otumfour gives me proof. So for Otumfour to politicize this matter, I am very disappointed in Menshia. Because say Asem say Abano, it is not because of power that changed. It is an issue esia nipebi ekunipa sebio nipa so ebo mutui and come addition free mensia. I don't think say sebio ka mensia beka asem okan no e the politics abefrafra. I don't think say Imrante no mukọ or say omukọ akobie Anglo Ashanti net no they were wearing NDC or MPP colors. These are young men who live in Obuasi. It is for Otumfour to attribute this to a change of government. And then I believe, say, with all due respect, Otumfour said to Nkwasiasem, there's some kind of hypocrisy in Otumfour said to statement. Because if you want to look at the case critically or look at the issue critically, the issue here is why NMI instructions emeyekum eye emrantiano. Boni ben emrantiano here ya soldier for end to me and use other means to stop them. The only thing they had to do was to shoot them. These are questions, basic questions everyone will be asking. Now, if Otumfour said to two, say they see Obuasi a may ku nipan sono a change of government in the then in 2020, your boy nipa tuo ewo techimano identity Otumfour ankasa. Say a change of government about 2 months 70 and a bo nipa tuo for about 4 years. Otumfour said to never spoke on Techiman South killings. Asantibemu yetna Asantibemu ebo nipa nsu tuo. Otumfour did not see the need to speak on it, even though it was a different matter. But a war asem na yeka. Why is Otumfour so eager to jump the gun to tell us say what happened? It was
okay. Abusiano aye Kelvin Taylor and Semwa or the to a dra. Young room wo mrashibedwa fie. Speaker of Parliament Yura aye Babin edin sembidia tuja or say obeja tumpa amatrumu emane emana memana na akoso de enanko bukura ankope ai or say obeji aye LGBTQ no atumpa de enye enka ovua enkope because ogidi pa se ade a ekotia kramu ye esom eko etia Christianity ene de ka ho de edi enti ene wo so makwan se sane ma we enkoso ewo Ghana man mu hanom na ema ene ne yonkuma enkonko gina asoredem na omonsue se bia we ye mejiri na menso yekunu wabra mu nyina mutua ema de osesa de basa na ntwayi enti se obegya tum as Speaker of Parliament na akoso de ene owukrampa enka Ira Osman Babin no enka ene ope dan se obegya tum na sanema no atumi akoso ensoso ewo honom.
In the case of the LGBT bill, It was passed by Parliament. The former president failed or refused to assent to it, which was unconstitutional. There is no law allowing a president to refuse or fail to assent to a bill passed by Parliament. Parliament is the authority on passing laws, not any other person, not president. So he was wrong. And all of you together punished him for that. I am going to write and send it to the new Attorney General and Minister for Justice for his comments for us to resend it to the new president for his assent. So it's not going to take long time. It will be passed this year. This year, we'll pass it. It is anti-God. Yes. I'm very, 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 look, that thing, nobody should joke with me when it comes to that area. I can lose my life because of that. It's better not to live than to live in that society where man to man, woman to woman, what is that?
Erama Smith, TV3 News, Abidjan.
Okay, ano Osman Babin so semwa otumi era tudwa eno no na okopiemu NDC for akachia onse one of their journalists okopiemu nkran ya omukun a chese omu fight the NDC pa se bia hyase kesa a onkasa ya omukasa nyina ne se omutwefon efre Yura John Dramani Mahama omfa omufra aban mu mpanifo a mwashase adundum omufon omu wini just 3 days pe no enya de omu from omu fako no na ni nyina ne se omu gidi pass se no omu akwakoye omu akoma so ade de amomo omu aboa amoma yi mampanyina wie enti se no ye frɛ mu a momfa ati se akwakoda ni sun se party members journalists for mu gina mu na omu de ma omu no ekire se enya de a obobeti ase ene ati ase ekina because se yeba ne abekasa de amomo na ene mu ba power moyi woni dia ma dia ene yanso ye be kire mu pa se mmala no yanso su yinim na yinim kwan ye fa so ye dem bai kwan kro na ne be fa so a yanso ibeguma no mu ase yankonkoti
the see ya mo ba power ya obi e complain me frɛ we ya won fa me frɛ we ya won fa me frɛ we ya hey 3 days in power ye frɛ wa won fa 3 days in power ye frɛ wa won fa na sebe mpreduasa MTN for crowd from one yefa MTN ye babo nyuma gu asoma nso ye befa omo akose wo the whole Ghana nam wo lines so omo mpo fra omo fa etimunya mahantan ni mu hwe no ni ati adum hayi enye ni asamwa na no nsa ebe na mabu kutie na kodwen emfie na yo efe ni ya start enche na for na so na mbese ya campaign ambete mo bete kwe when say NDC elusu ye no now there were a lot of government appointees na dreamer omudin wo offices ntino now they find it very difficult to come on radio and TV to champion the cause of the party. I am telling you. No, I'm finding it very difficult. And no CV, a notebook. Yeah, they Kwakwachire University for me. And then no more who say degree a year. Or some of the Kwakwachire appointment. And I'm going to ye de nipa na chechiri ye de nipa na hwiegu mon kai pa mon company mfo ni bi o ma sacrifice ni bi ye do ato wo se mo na mo appoint a mon kai me de asem ya mekan enim ne mahunu o kuma grade 1 eyere so pa so a American kuku
Okay, I know NDC members no presenters aja we campaign the more money be ashas yesu no yes dija enimuna ne namo ampa and this is be ashas ye kasa ne de na chese dija bem amazi de munano so asori enso so ewo anya senketo de asemu NDC enene dom John Dramani Mahama SMP and Ecoso and so our I was your video be aba na me de baba to so after this a year show a bono for a year bono doma techiman almost say peace there be here in Cabo Mubia and free down so abiam so one day was sooner in Cabo Mua ongo pe omo numbers are unity no more doma for no more count there they are not ready say omo ebeyesa debi omo de omo pese omo ne asante beka bom na tuma me na me so tuma ntokwa na ekoso we super na we super no enya de omo so ebeti ase enti TikTok live so na abonofo na wa mono ne no kugina no di atemu adi tumfo atem super ya achese enya senketwa enti yebepene de ababego no se ye wo mabofo bi ho achese nipa bu hono ma onde ompese nkabo mukra eso ebeba mfaso enso so ewo hono mu eno ayede etumi aba betodwa ne de munsem ade emam ewo hono meba chew wo ho na se wonti apo na wontie no akwa hospital doctor say onya diabetes onya stroke onya pressure onya asthma meba chew asiche yade no ho biaya obekọ na wonyo yarehwe ODK Herbal Clinic ona mekamfo nam dia ma momo no ne momo Ghana mo yade asori amunya yarehwe no mfo mo ni che ODK Herbal Clinic o hwe mo chi kwa be hu mu Kumasi Bremen West opposite Shell filling station enkran so omo Makati Hills ona be hu from 0559320039 0544929758 and I'll be ODK Herbal Clinic. Na wonso so akoja arehwe ama ho atimi ato. Enti ko ho ehona beboa pa ODK die sesei amanfo a omde adanse ede ba no bebre. Enti unu ODK fo nhia na omoso so emboa ewo honom. Ya kodom construction medical ka kiremo omo a efrem ka chense binua me fa number no wo show so a me frɛ omo no ene me dan no ekoso kama pa medical ka je so pa bo ne anwea mason for ne carpenter for plumbers ene omo kan tilers a frɛ omo e wo 0554 360760 0592 680366 now ne ya kodom construction atwetwe enkomo omo beboa na wabeye fiewra prekope enso so ewo o akwantum me ba chope so send sika de bagana bakope app we your friend Top Connect for phone no na kohwehwe Top Connect App Store na Play Store unya kosechia me ba cho onsabe kan omo na otim no madi djuma na mo aboa ama wo sika no so akwakoka obusuafo enso so nsa nya sana de kofa boga bisu a obedi sika no obedi ama wabregu enti fafa Top Connect na amunya adwuma no kama enso so emfama omadwuma ho tepa enti frɛmo na G enquiries anaso bako akotwe app no na watimi asendi sika edi afaso eno Top Connect na mekanfo edi ama ye bie yepono edi ato honom for any ye advert bia so ye adwumaku bi na apese mo dwatonde on the emfamwa ye bie yepono edi ato honom first studio line no na eni din komo na bibia so enkoso kama honom ha unity ani rumbesi nyankropon tweriam po ya adoma ye besan so hia yakram
Oman mu se eba se yensi dan na yemfa na de emfa nya adwuma eye company ba ko pe na mekanfo de amawo no ne Alex Tito Company Limited se wasi udan wi pa abrosan wasi se identia na pesa o hihye begwa proof eye root control gate or to few amo se na be ya obi ani ho nenu a nya so a na bi di amawo se we ye do more than one we chese container we stainless edi to few na fie no shen boga o se we ya bia abusua ebehu ze a me be ya bebra anasi ni ya bebra e Alex Tito Company Limited ana wo so ni dijuma ifie no say hotel say e down there na yisi na o se we ni na dia stainless bebra proof decision empoma ni we modern door we China doors even no bi e say China doors no die no funa ye no say e promise say ya utu say no but Alex Tito Sebra with China door no be no Ghana had ye kama e dia amount e dan fefe obisisi no na bibia akoso kama also the amount stainless no but the glass is big good no mo from na mo no ntwetwe nkomo no nsa na odwuma fe Alex Tito or professional na nsa na odwuma no bi ni twegu e fidie su enti ya ho Unity Online TV na oni ye edwuma no hwe se Alex Tito be odwuma bia no ho tikama e na o sentimental no kuma se na obi Alex Tito na wa ye dan no odwuma area no na di bia the proof China doors no stainless obey kama area no 0541901819 Alex Tito na sanu odwuma kama pa Alex Tito metal and stainless work fantastic one for no na njuchenkomo